Askreddit Asks, what's the bitchiest, most pretentious, entitled thing someone can have in their online profile?
Always the smartest person in the room. Then you're in some pretty fucking dense rooms. Aren't you? You numpty.
If you think you're the smartest person in the room, you are either mistaken, or you're in the wrong room.
Only idiots think they're always the smartest person in the room. Probably won't swipe right on you.
I don't message first.
Studied at School of Hard Knocks. Get over yourself, Dale. You grew up in a suburb.
Orange County Commando.
I had an ex-friend put her FBIQ test results. I suggested that she take it down since her score was 87. Edit, thank you for the gold, kind stranger.
But 87 is almost AB+. Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark.
Here I was assuming those tests always overinflated people's scores to make them feel better.
Probably thought it was out of 100.
If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. Fuck your worst. And fuck your best, too.
I read this as, I'm an abusive fuck and totally unapologetic about it. No thanks.
I don't speak broke, sorry.
Comes from people who literally spend their parents' money.
Weird. 'Cause if you had enough to take care of yourself, money would not matter.
I only speak broke.
I'm not your average bitch.
Still a bitch though. Definitely still a bitch.
You're not cheddar. You're just some common bitch.
And odds are, still average.
No drama! Exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. Usually means they are just full of it. They just don't want you to bring your own and sully theirs.
Yeah, who said anything about drama anyway?
This is true 100% of the time for all genders.
Why are you making such a big deal out of this?
When people say only God can judge me, every time I see that line, I cringe because I know only foolishness will follow.
Your tattoo says only God can judge you, yet here I am.
Only foolishness will follow. What a lovely, almost poetic way of saying, this person's a dumbass.
I once saw a profile that said all the countries this girl had visited. Denmark, Sweden, Australia, Cameroon, Thailand, Japan, and many more. Then it said her exes brought her to France and China, which she did not enjoy. She said if you wanted to date her you better bring her to nice places or else.
I've got a nice place to bring you. Pennsylvania.
I'll never understand how these people get dates at all, let alone someone who's like. This girl states on her profile that she expects me to be her wallet and slave. I better message her right away.
Putting that they won't message you first. Like, are you too good to message someone first? Or, if you're reading this, odds are I probably hate you. Edit. Thank you for the silver.
Ma'am, this is Bumble.
It's surprising the amount of girls on Bumble who do put that. Venmo me $5 and see what happens.
Becomes $5 poorer fuck.
Gets scammed, surprised Pikachu.
What do people think will happen? For $5?
Boss babe entrepreneur mommy hashtag unique PM for details. Winky emoji lipstick emoji.
CEO of last name Industries, School of Hard Knocks.
When I see self-employed or own my own business but no info on the industry or what they do, my immediate thought is drug dealer. I saw plenty of self-employed people on there who gave some description of what they do for a living. So it seemed sketchy when someone didn't mention the actual job.
As a man, whenever I see it on a woman's profile, the first thing that comes to mind is an MLM. It's weird cause it's usually the late 20s to mid-30s women with no education.
Their PayPal, Apple Pay, link to their Amazon wish list. And lol, it's cause I am a star sign.
Never seen this. What does this even mean? That I'm supposed to give some random internet stranger money?
Argas a capricin, this resonates with me.
Bait for thirsty, pathetic dudes to give them stuff.
Fluent in sarcasm. Just so cheesy and overused.
The funny thing is they never are. Anytime they're wearing one of those shirts and are faced with nice shirt bro, they take it as a compliment. SMH. I'm not like most girls, or, you know my name not my story edit. Damn my inbox.
The last one is super cringy. Just why?
Yeah, any of those "I'm not like other girls" statements are awful. Seriously, you think you're better than every single other person of your gender? Spoiler alert, you're not. Basically you're throwing your own gender under the bus to appear more attractive to men. And that makes you the worst.
Sorry I don't have time to talk since I'm on the grind trying to make it big, unlike you guys who keep on sleeping on me. #underdog #110% #quit sleeping. The fuck? Why are you on social media then? Edit. This silver doesn't belong to me. It belongs to all of you who join me in roasting these grinders. This is a victory for all.
When their About Me section is just their Venmo account.
Every time this happens I request $20 from them. Never gotten paid, but it gives me a chuckle.
Or even just their Instagram account name. You know they are just there for followers.
The profiles that say like, you have to be this height, this weight or make this income, and such.
Yeah, roller coasters are the worst.
I like the idea of taking this up a level so it gets absurd. You have to be 18 stone and 4 pounds because my psychic Tiffany told me my soulmate's numbers were 1, 8 and 4. Is there some sort of surrealist dating website at all? URL redacted, or something? Any profile where the person gives the impression that it is a privilege for you to get a single moment of the time.
I'm a garbage human not worthy of attention. I'm just happy you're reading this now.
I feel bad for the women who have never been told they are too outspoken, too bold, too wild, too adventurous, too feisty or too sensual. What boring lives they must lead. My heart was never made for a small town, for one-track-minded people. I was never made to be confined in a bubble. I knew that back then and I for sure understand even better now. End of story. From a girl I used to work with.
Anyway, do you wanna buy some essential oils? I
almost downvoted this just because outrage. Then remembered that you were only a messenger.
Don't talk to me unless you're over a certain height, under a certain weight. Don't talk to me unless you're over 1 millimeter tall and under 8,000 pounds.
Actually, it would be quite interesting to talk to anyone in either of those demographics.
You mean anyone outside of those demographics?
I quite often see men posting that they want a woman who is very intelligent but not as smart as me. Of course, I always vomit in my mouth a little.
Red flag for, I have insecurities and want to dominate a smart woman to feel better about my life.
The thing that used to annoy me was when a woman's profile just had a long list of demands. You must be this, then this, or fuck off. But she put absolutely nothing about what she has to offer in return. Just basically saying, jump through all my hoops to prove you're good enough. No, thanks. Even if I did somehow impress your candy ass, it would just be a never-ending chore of making sure your every whim is catered to. Or I'm out. When a woman's profile just had a long list of demands, this is a blessing. Really, think of it like bright coloring in plants and insects. It's how you know which ones to avoid because they're poisonous.
Sapiosexual, shut the fuck up.
I'm the opposite. You know what gets me going? Morons.
Bonus yikes if you have your Myers-Briggs personality type in your bio in addition to this.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and above all, have an excellent day you amazing people.